Hey, what's going on? It's brother Kamal Mahar here. I'm back at it again. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Definitely double honors to the apostles of GMS that I learned this truth from wholeheartedly. Definitely did. And also all the other brothers out there preaching his word with whole heart, truth, and sincerity. Learn from them. And also peace and blessings to y'all in general. I want to say double peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, 144,000, first fruits of kingdom of heaven. And what's going on to the confusion of faces, speaking in different tongues, speaking in different nations. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Okay, so today I wanted to get on, this article that I saw in the spirit, man. I thought this was pretty interesting. It says Putin, World War III may be the end of civilization and that should restrain conflicts. And you see where it says no war and blood dripping. That's the spirit as well. That's also the spirit, especially with this precept I'm gonna get on. It kind of just goes right next to it though. But before I get to read this right here, just from that title alone and actually no war like that. Listen, there is no getting around the prophecy of what Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has to offer. If he say World War III is going to happen, World War III is going to happen. His words does not go on void, and whatever he says is a stamp on it, and it will come to pass. Let me see. What's a better example? I mean, he controls everything, but what's guaranteed out here? At the moment you alive, your heart is beating. And so that's an involuntary action that's guaranteed to happen until it stops. Other than that, it will happen. When Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua writes something down, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, I shouldn't even board up an example. I don't need no example. When Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua says something, it happens. And it just gonna happen. And there's nothing that no Putin, no Turkey, no Pakistan, or nobody in the so-called earth right now can do about anything to go against the Most High's words. Everything goes whenever he says. You just better hope it's something good that he said is going to happen, because it's going to happen. And if it's bad, damn, because it's going to happen too. But, that was had to bring that out there. But let me go ahead and get to this article. It says a new world war could become an end of civilization. Russian President Vladimir Putin said during a live televised call-in show. Awareness of this should restrain international powers from engaging in global conflict, he added. Now, let me stop right there. I understand what he's trying to say, you know what I mean? Because, thermonuclear war is retarded. But it got to happen, though. That's what the prophecies say. And because, the salvation is for Israel and all this abomination that's going on down here in the midst thereof, you know what I mean? This whole thing's going down is just not good. I like one of them other brothers said really simply that this world needs new management. Definitely. It definitely does. It needs new management and righteousness to get rid of all this effery that's going down. And when a righteous situation comes down, to be no more GMO, no more killing, no more jealousy, no more hatred, no more envy, no more anything negative that the Satan has involved. That's pretty much going to confuse and cause problems. Needs to be a lot more love, brethren, and family going on. And with Hebrew Israelite and the Hebrew new management, that's all you're going to get out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? That's on the right hand side. And so that just has to be down. But he is true. But nuclear thermal war is going to happen. And it says while giving his take on the risk of a new global conflict, Putin recalled Albert Einstein, quoted, "I do not know with what weapons World War III will be fought, but the World War V will be fought with sticks and stones." He quoted the world-renowned, physicist. I'm sorry. So the world renowned, like a really, top guy or whatever, renowned physicist and a Nobel Prize winner. Salakia. Messed that up a little bit. Now, this is also in the spirit. There will be no World War IV. That won't happen. I think I said that wrong. That's 4 right there. Right. There will be no World War IV. It wouldn't exist. As a matter of fact, if there is going to be a World War IV, Esau ain't going to see it anyway, because That'll be 1,000 years after Yahweh Shah's reign, where so-called Satan is going to be left out of, going to be released, and then he's going to particularly, try to deceive the nations again, and then really be off. And then that would be seconds. Like, it ain't gonna last that long. But in general, ain't gonna be no World War IV. Ain't gonna be no fighting with no sticks, nothing like that. This is the last situation of a World War when it comes to this effery Esau is doing. So, I had to bring that out there. But I see his point, though, because thermonuclear war is going to explode everything, especially Babylon the Great, USA, or, the whore or whatever. That's going to be, knocked down in 1 hour. And so with nuclear thermal war, what's the spirit? I forgot about that. If I'm not mistaken, Russia's going to be one of the baddest balls hitting us with nuclear warheads in general. Ain't that kind of crazy? This is over here Putin talking about, what they shouldn't do as far as engaging in global conflict, because it's going to be World War III. But then again, they the ones that's going to be hitting us. Ain't that something? That's the spirit right there. But I'm going to go ahead and continue in this article. He went on to say that understanding of the fact that World War III could be an end of the modern civilization should deter the world from any radical and highly dangerous actions that could threaten the modern civilization. Now, he's saying that he should, rebuke the situation and not do it. But that is exactly what's going to happen. See, what you're reading right now, what you see me reading right now, is actually the exact thing that's going to play out. So that's why I wanted to read this article, because in the spirit, you hear the actual one of the main key players that's going to help destroy America, talking about what they need to stop to do because of what can happen, which in return is going to happen. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because this is what he prophesied about, and making us prophesize on the highways and byways and on YouTube all over the place, prophesizing about what Putin is saying shouldn't happen, which will happen. That's crazy. That's kind of interesting to see that. In the reference to the Cold War era, Putin said it was a fear of mutual destruction that has always prevented the international actors from any radical moves and forced them to respect each other. I understand that, though, because if somebody got a gun and you got a gun, most of the time you're not going to pull the trigger because somebody going to get hurt. I get that. And they're equal in power at the same time. It makes sense. It ain't like a knife in a gunfight. You know who win that one. But a gun on gun won't put you in perspective. The Russian leader then pointed out that recent U.S. actions, in particular its unilateral withdrawal from the anti-ballistic missile treaty signed with the Soviet Union, are nothing but a apparent attempt to disrupt the strategic parity. That's parity, right? Yes, he argued that Russia needs to develop its own state-of-the-art weapon system to retain its condition. That's what I mean by gun on gun. Try to keep a little balance and keep everything neutral, which won't happen. Putin also said that the ongoing policy of sanctions and endless accusations of the West against Russia is counterproductive and harms the West's own interests just as it harms Russia's. Western leaders believe it is a means of deterring Russia's development, he said, adding that he believes this policy is flawed. One should not deter anyone, including Russia, but should develop constructive cooperation instead. The president said this would in turn benefit everyone, and Western nations are becoming gradually aware of this fact. Listen, brothers and sisters, Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians. What we're reading right here is exactly what's going to go down. And it's a beautiful thing, because ain't no getting around prophecy. You can say, oh, they're not going to do so, or they're working on peace, and nah. It's not going down like that. So, and now in the spirit, I see where it says no war, and it has in red blood dripping down. I wanted to get on the first precept. I wanted to get on Zephaniah and 3. But my blood reference will be the next precept. Zephaniah 3 is basically what we're doing right now. It's therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. That man ain't playing. That man ain't playing. He ain't playing at all. And so when it comes to, he's talking about no war and all like that, you see what the Most High says. This is the Most High himself. See, it has Lord in all caps, so that means that's Yahweh. That's the big dog right there talking to himself. And you need to be feared of that situation, because he's Exodus 15:3 say he's a man, he's a God of war. And so with all this war and rumors of war, why you think concepts are derived around war? Because he's a God of war. Ain't playing. See, Christianity and them churches, boy, they got another thing coming, man. They always try to make the Most High soft, man. And this brother ain't soft at all. There's nothing soft about the Most High. You know, they always saying peace and love and glory. They want to clap and think this games, man. It ain't no games, man. You know, but when it comes, ain't no games. And also, you know, making him seem like he's sweet. That's why Christians always, tarry themselves and they don't fear the Lord at all. And they sin upon sin upon sin. And that's the spirit, because by heart, I even know that one. We can go to Ecclesiasticus. We're going to go to the cuss, and we're going to go to, I believe it's 6. Let me see, 6 and... maybe. No. 5. Okay. It's Ecclesiasticus 5 and 5 through 7. And this is for Christianity on why you can't play this man sweet. And if you want to see it for yourself, before I read this, I'm going to go to Exodus. I'm in the spirit right now. Exodus 15:3. I know these by heart. The Lord Yahweh is a man of war. The Lord is his name, Yahweh. And his son is Yahweh Shah. But when you see Lord in all capsules, that's talking about Yahweh. Now we're gonna go back to Ecclesiasticus, and we're gonna go back to 5. And this is something for Christianity, because what they do is they play the Most High sweet. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. They play him sweet. And so they pretty much go into churches and pump all this. He loves everyone. He loves us all. And they pray, and they can sin and then pray and thinks he's going to forgive them, and then sin. And then listen, man, if this was the ancient times, that's a lot of sacrifices, man. Bullocks and oxes and goats. That's a lot of sacrifices, man. That ain't gonna work, man. It sounds like y'all playing games now. All the things that they doing now. And so concerning propitiation, which means appeasing the Lord. I looked that word up. It means like appeasing. So when you concerning appeasing the Lord, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. That right there alone is for those Christianity people who keep playing the Most High sweet, keep calling him God, and keep calling his son Jesus Christ like that ain't Greek white dude, man. That's disrespect, man. I'm sorry, man. I used to do it, but I know now. I know better. And we telling y'all now that ain't what it is. But those strongholds won't lift off. But, I'm going off. This was not going off like that going off. But I mean, going off topic regarding the fact that I'm going off the fact that the Most High is, that article I read regarding the Most High, you're not going to be able to get around prophecy. But I was in the spirit because I'm a little concerned about how, they always play him sweet. Like, things is a game, and you can't do that because and say not his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins, for mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resetteth upon sinners. You see that? And make no tarry to turn to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, and to put not off from day to day, from suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, the Mashiach right there, come forth. In thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Gotta play no games, man. That boy don't change, man. We say what he mean, and you gotta have that fear, because if you don't got that fear, you sin upon sin and thinking it's sweet. Now I'm gonna go back to my point of the article, because the article in general This is where you see this right here. No war with a bloody red war dripping blood. See, that's the spirit, because this particular precept I wanted right here is in Zephaniah. In Zephaniah chapter 3 and 8. No, I'm sorry. Salakia. I just read that. I meant it was Deuteronomy. Right? Bear with me, brothers. Deuteronomy 32 and 42 and 43. Yeah, that's what it is. Salakia. It says, Deuteronomy 32 and 42 says, I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives from the beginning of the revenges upon the enemy. Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. Hebrew Israelites, Israel only, is only going to get salvation. Look up was that Isaiah 45 and 17. I can go to it too. But at the end of the day, though, it says, for his people, merciful upon his land and to his people, Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians. Now, there's a spirit right here. You see, there's no war and blood. See, I like how that goes together. That was really nice how that worked out. Because I will make my arrows drunk with blood. Arrows, meaning nuclear warheads, thermonuclear war. See how that fits up nicely. The Most High, I'm telling you, he know what he's doing. And when he say nuclear thermal war, and he talk about arrows, it's about those missiles. That's what's going on. He's going to make his arrow drunk with blood. It's going to be so drunk with blood, it's ridiculous. And his sword shall devour flesh. And that with the blood of the slain and of the captives from the beginning of the revenge upon the enemy. So y'all both did some dirty. Us slain and captives. Ooh, baby. What's the law? What the law say? It said in Exodus, I believe it says, if a man stealeth a man and be found red-handedly, which happened 1,000-fold with y'all Esau, so-called white man, what is the result of that? Get put to death. So from the beginning, revenges upon the enemy. Rejoice, O you nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants. Now, it says, with his people. I believe that's referring to 144,000 that in the day of thy power, we are going to get spiritual power. We're going to wreck shop. We're going to wreck house and slaughter. We're going to get our revenge. Oh, you best believe we are. For everything y'all did, y'all gonna see a black man and Hispanic and Latinos and those so-called Indians. Y'all gonna see men with spiritual power, gonna be indestructible and gonna be just terrifying, because ain't nothing y'all couldn't do. No punch, no bullet, no missile, no tank, no bulletproof vest is gonna be able to hold y'all and stop us from getting on y'all ass. And it says, O ye nations. That means all of y'all, Esau and every last other nation that came upon us. For he will avenge the blood of his servants, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Indians, the Hebrew Israelites as his servants, the prophets, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, which is y'all the adversaries. So-called Esau, white man, Ishmaelites, all of them, all the nations, Arabs, everything y'all ever did, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. Yeah, best believe that. Best believe that. This is for the brothers. You know what I'm saying? Hebrew Israelites, you know what I'm saying? So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians. I'm going to say it again. Hope this is edifying, uplifting, and motivating to keep the word and enduring. You know what I'm saying? All praise to the Most High. He is to be, he exists. Yahweh, Bahashem in the name, the Lord and Savior, the Deliverer, the Redeemer, the Mashiach, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem in the name of the Holy Spirit, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and those Akim out there I learned all the truth from. Double honors, and also peace and blessings to the Akim out there preaching his word with whole heart, truth, and sincerity, doing it diligently, doing your thing. We got to endure. Keep that fire, brothers, because I got it too. And I'm happy that the Most High keeping the spirit on me to do the video every day. I see apostles say 3 a week. Well, I feel good about that. I didn't even know apostles were saying that because I do one pretty much every day. And I'm not exalting myself. I'm not, trying to be all better than nobody. Not at all. We in this together. And so I'm just preaching to the lost sheep. But, I don't want this fire to go from me. So I diligently keep seeking the word and keep on putting videos up so I can keep my fire, because I refuse to be lukewarm and idle. I refuse. I can't do that because the kingdom of heaven is too popping and it's too right here and it's too worth it. Tired of being in pain. I'm tired of getting sick, man. Tired of living down here, man. I'm tired of going to work for Esau, so-called white man. I'm tired of getting up early in the morning, man. I'm tired of going to work and it scrape my arm and it bleeds sometimes. I'm a construction worker. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Or even when I play sports, you might roll an ankle or something. And see, I play sports for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's recreational now. I ain't looking to get rich. I ain't looking for no praise for real. I like to exercise now because I'm skillful at it. So I just use it for the Most High to have exercise for the later days, because I know times will get rough. So I want to be able to have the energy and endurance and be able to run around, do whatever I got to do. And if I get spiritual power, ain't gonna matter anyway. Lord willing, I'm one of those men. At the end of the day, though, we gotta get out of here, man. We've been down here for too long. And it's just enough is enough, man. So we crying and sighing for the abomination in the midst thereof, man. We got to keep on doing that. Most High hears, man. And one of the best scriptures that I heard about and read is the fact that our work is not going in vain, and the Most High is seeing and hearing us do our thing. That's a beautiful thing to see that, man, because I believe all the scriptures. So when the scriptures say that, and I wholeheartedly believe that, so it pushes me to keep on going. We got to walk by faith, not by sight. So you got to believe the Most High is going to deliver you. And you got to believe the Most High can hear you. And so I'm going to keep doing this because I believe the Most High is hearing me. That's what I flat out believe. And so I'm going to keep on pushing until his ears get rung with the situation. Just like all the other Akim out there is doing. And double honors to the apostles teaching us, man, because we out here drawing out here. Salakia, drawing in this case scenario in my Philadelphia tongue. Drawing is a person, place, or thing, like a noun. In this case scenario, we out here balling. We doing our thing. We going hard for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We snapping out here. That's what we doing. So it's a passion thing, man. I'm Akim out there doing anything, man. So peace and blessings to the 144,000 and 1/3 men. Oh man, most high willing. I'm one of those men. We all out here doing this to go for the elect. Most likely we are. You can't put your stamp on it. You got to keep the laws best way you can. Sabbath days and the feasts and all the feasts and all things of that nature. You got to keep pushing because you can't claim it because it's all willing to the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But at the end of the day, though, man, having this true doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and pushing, man, you got to desire the elect. You got to feel that you are one in general. I like to feel like I am an elect because by feeling like I am an elect motivates me to keep pushing forward. So that's a good way of looking at it. But at the end of the day, though, being elected is all in the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Hope this video was edifying. I really do. Uplifting and motivating, man. It's all for the sheep in the flock, man, of the Hebrew Israelites, man. It's the kingdom of heaven is for men, and on down. And so, we got to keep enduring. Kingdom is almost coming, baby. Shalom.